It's all start with a decision. Right now, whatever happening in your life, whether it's right or wrong, is a result of someone somewhere taken a decision. Decisions are powerful. We dream about things we love, we want to achieve. However, the action don't occur until we decide to do something. Decision making is a prerequisite of doing or achieving anything. Once decision is made, the outcome of your action will determine whether you made a good decision or bad one, productive or unproductive. Decision making is epicenter of your life. Whether you like it or not, it's always happening. Remember, choosing not to make a decision is also a decision. You got it, right? Decision making is not a choice, it's a necessary for your survival. Have you ever felt nervous about making a decision that could affect your rest of your life? Like making a career choice, choosing a life partner, or even choosing a new job. Even sometimes making a minor decision can send your feet into an anxiety, especially when you begin thinking about all the things that could go wrong. It's fairly common for people to oscillate back and forth between several choices, whether they are related to money, business, opportunity, or even relationship. The problem is, making a good decision is not an easy task. It is the most difficult part of your endeavor. How do you know which one is the best choice for you in a situation where you have a lot of choices? Sometimes the best choice is obvious, but many times there seems a blip of remote possibility or even threat of regret. So, the most pressing question is how to make a wise decision. The good news is that making a wise decision is not that difficult. It's a matter of weighing potential pros and cons of every possible outcome. Here is a simple 3-step process you can follow to make wise decisions no matter what part of your life that may affect. Step 1. Ask yourself, what do you stand to gain? When you've got more than one option to choose from, the first question you should ask from each one, what do I gain from choosing this option? If rewards are high, you might be willing to withstand some risk in order to reap the benefit from the opportunity. Conversely, if the payoff is low, you may be looking for another option. Second step is to ask yourself, what do you stand to lose? Think about, what will you lose if this option doesn't work out? Nobody likes negativity, but trust me, this question could be a lifesaver for you. If your potential losses are huge with a particular option, you might decide to hold off or weigh another option. Then, the final step is to think about the worst case scenario. Ask yourself, what worse could happen if you choose this option? Would you be willing to accept those consequences? And if you couldn't handle the consequences, then you know immediately that's not the right choice for you. And there you got it, how to make the right decision for yourself. But what if all your options holds the same potential rewards and consequences? Then go with your gut. Take a few minutes to think carefully about each possibility and then choose one you feel strongest about. At any point of time, if you're not sure whether you are making a good decision or not, then what to do in that case? Well, if you scour the history of great decision makers, you will find one common thing among these famous people. They ask for advice for those who have been already there. It's similar to a person who lost a car, and it would be wise to him ask for someone direction who's already been there. So, if you don't know if you're making a good decision, ask some experienced guy who can give you the direction. These people can give you the right advice and you can learn a lot from them even your goal is not exactly matching with their expertise. Seeking advice always helps. Either it will tell you what to do or not to do. When it's come to decision making, there is no guarantee for right or wrong. If you keep that in mind, you should grow more confident with each decision you make, which will help you to make even better decisions in future. And same is true for your professional life. Understanding the concept of decision making in project is a key for a project management success. A comprehensive understanding of decision making is essential for all the project manager and the stakeholder involved in project. Decision making can help you see the project moving toward its final delivery phase while adhering to the existing deadline. Or if there is a high risk to the project, making very little progress, stagnating completely. So here are the 7 essential steps that can help you in the decision-making process, whatever project you are handling. Step 1. Always identify the decision you have to make during an ongoing project. Don't let external factors affect it. Step number 2. Keep the relevant information and data handy to make a calculated decision. Step 3. Never think of getting stuck. There is always one or multiple alternatives that will help you to keep the project going even during the uncalculated risk. Step number 4. Keep track of changes in data and decide how your decision might impact the progress of the project. Step 5. Know your option and see what will work the best among the existing alternatives. Step number 6. It's action time. Once you know what data represent, it's time to set your words in stone. Finally, it's time to see the impact of your decision and what consequences it brings to your project. In a nutshell, a very core of any decision-making process consists toughness, including logical choice being made from an array of alternatives. Project management decision-making is a challenge for a competent project manager, which will get involved in addressing diverse approach, constraint, and passing through the multiple solutions to ultimately come up with one of the best. Weighing pros and cons, risk and consequences prior to selecting course of action ensure the success of the project. In the end, there isn't really such thing called bad decision because you do learn something from each decision you make. Always remember, your life is a project too, so make sure you're taking right decision at the right time to succeed in your project and life as a whole. Happy decision making.